Will Mike Francesa be back after this? You can bet Francesa will emerge somewhere. He's said on his show he can't yet talk about his future endeavors, but this week he did acknowledge the possibility of working with Bill Simmons after his legendary WFAN show goes silent next week. Francesa told Richard Deitch on the Sports Illustrated Media podcast that his NFL picks are in high demand, and he might continue to make them on Simmons' podcast. In doing so, he also shot down the possibility of appearing on a TV show on the MSG network, or occasionally sitting in with former partner Chris Russo on satellite radio. "It is no secret that Bill and I like to work together," Francesa said of Simmons, who he once recruited to replace Russo after Mad Dog left FAN in 2008. Cindy Ord, Getty Images for SiriusXM. "A lot of people want to know where I will go to finish my football picks, which are very popular," the sports pope said, characteristically, without a drop of humility. "A couple of people have asked me to sell them. I said no. Bill has offered me a home to pick them on his podcast, which I am thinking about. The NFL Network has offered me the opportunity to do it," he said. "So, I will do it somewhere. I don't know where, but I would say the likeliest place is Simmons' podcast because of my relationship with him. I love working with Simmons and I love how his mind works. As far as someone who just gets sports and culture and is able to enunciate it and to be provocative but also poignant, to me, I think he is the best there is out there. I don't think they have found the right vehicle for him on television yet, and I think that is partially because he should be the twin. He should not be the point guard. I have tried to tell him that. But he will find that. I like people who have a good take on things, and he has a great take on things." On the podcast, Francesa also talked about how he thinks the government should police fake news on the internet, why being a New York sports radio host is different than in any other city, how he named a horse after his rabid Mongo Nation following, and looked ahead to what will likely be a difficult final show. Mike Windledge at Getty Images for Vanity Fair. "For some reason, I have connected with the younger aunts tremendously well, which has helped me a lot in terms of my ability to command the aunts and not lose the younger part of the aunts," he said. "I don't know what caused it." Francesa, who plans to listen to the trio with Chris Carlin, Maggie Gray and Bart Scott that will attempt to replace him, is having a parade of guests come on through the penultimate show. But that last show on December 15th, which will cap his legendary 30-year run, he wants to be just him and the callers. "I think all of next week will be very emotional," he said. "And I think the last show will be exceedingly emotional.